I was trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong. A law, something is against the law, then it's telling society that that is unacceptable, that's bad behavior. And I think the severity of that punishment tells you how bad you are as a person. You're a Class B felon, lifetime sex offender. You are a very, very, very bad person. You did a very, very, very bad thing. And so that's just, programmed into you, and, you go through the correctional system and everyone's telling you the same thing, and you're just like, I'm a very bad person, very bad person.
Today in court, Rouse was charged with another count of first-degree assault. The special statute covers passing on AIDS or poisoning someone with a
prosecutor asked that
substance.
another charge, unlawful use of a harmful device, in this case Alan's HIV status, be added. That's a 15-year felony. The judge agreed.
They learned that Chambers is HIV positive. Fort Mill police upped the charge from simple assault to assault and battery with intent to kill.
More serious charges were added because the defendant is HIV positive.
Because the suspect has HIV, he's facing some unusually
serious charges.
Authorities, though,
still consider him a danger as long as he can infect others.
HIV, gay, sex, all wrapped into one. It's just like it's a gift on a platter. Whatever the facts are, whatever the science is, it does not matter.
I come home one day and you just kind of get a feel, someone's been in your apartment or your home. And I looked on the counter and I saw a document, which was a search warrant, left by the sex crime detective. They showed up to arrest me, and they arrested me at work.
So me getting HIV, it was like a shock. It was just like, how did I get this? How did it hit the Howells house? How did it hit here? I'm a church girl. My dad's a pastor. He's still a pastor. So we grew up in church. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, all day long. Being a good wife, and I did the right thing, and because of an affair that happened in my marriage by my spouse at the time, that's how I got it. He looked at me just like a man who was, he looked at me just as if I was negative, just like I'm normal. How do I even disclose my status? How do I do this? How do I get those words out my mouth? HIV. I was afraid of how he was going to look at me. I was afraid that how he would judge me, and the only thing I could say is, you need to get a condom. I had so many thoughts going on my head when I was sitting in court. Like, what if I walk out and so many people walking around calling me the monster? What if I get labeled a sex offender? What if they take my kids away from me? If convicted, I was looking at 8 to 12 years. And
if convicted, then the sentence would be anywhere from 0 to 10 years.
The full 25 years.
The Attorney General is arguing Williams should be held indefinitely under a newly enacted civil confinement law.
New York State wants to find another way to keep him behind bars permanently.
I felt like I went out and killed a whole bunch of people. They made me feel like that.
I mean, one thing I always told myself, and I've shared with others, that I would never end up at a police station. I would never go to jail, because I felt like I was always a law-abiding citizen. My mother had me at a very young age. 12 when she conceived me and 13 when she had me. Yeah. So I always used to say that I'm before my time, because she had me so young. So I was a straight A student growing up, and just, very successful. But here, the very thing that I said would never happen to me, or that I would find myself in, is the very thing that was happening to me.
I had to register as a sex offender every 3 months, versus certain pedophiles and other, sexual crimes, it's like 6 months. I mean, I was like very dangerous in their eyes. Couldn't be around minors without being supervised by their parents. Wear a GPS ankle bracelet and be monitored 24 hours a day. No alcohol in the house, I could not drink, I had to be home by midnight, I couldn't watch pornography at all. They could ask me to bring my computer in at any time to interrogate it. I couldn't be on any social networking, not even Facebook. That's where pictures of my nieces and nephews are. I had to go through all these psychological tests to take some phallometric assessment test to see what really stimulates me sexually, putting a device on my penis to see how it reacts. Polygraph tests, every 6 months for the rest of my life, you're going to hook me up to this machine and you're going to ask me these same inane questions. I can't live like that, and I can't live under that probation system that is so suffocating and, you know, just, it's cruel.
On Fox, a warning from a woman infected with
the arrest of an HIV-positive prostitute
warning the public tonight about this
for hiding his HIV-positive status at swinger
and the man
parties.
called the HIV predator will make his
so-called HIV predator, someone with intent to kill.
Why they are releasing her picture, calling him a threat to society.
The media, the military courts, whatever, they could call me whatever they wanted to call me, but I knew I wasn't those names that they were calling me. I just was a human being trying to, you know, just wanted to fit in, just wanted to be loved, but it seemed like that three-letter word HIV just had me stuck. I didn't realize the stigma on HIV and AIDS until I was diagnosed. Many people not wanting to go get tested, you know, because they're afraid that if tested positive, if they had unprotected sex with someone and someone tries to get them in trouble.
Him reacting, the way he reacted is the way that is the reason why most people are afraid to disclose, because of the fear.
HIV criminalization needs to be changed.
You know, my stepfather is a promise-keeping Baptist. You know, he is salt of the earth and veterinarian, small town, and I told him this stuff, and he's just like, that is horse shit.
So what I've done since then is just devoted myself to advocacy, to volunteering, to getting involved and learning more about HIV and AIDS, and with hopes that that could open a door for me, because obviously this is my life now.